decline. That was
People gonna see this and be like, he must be banned, cause why he not in the
Man,
why he not in the studio? But for the record, he's not banned. I don't even know where that came from.
It came from that punk ass bitch, man. And DJ Envy, he's a pussy too.
Envy did it too?
Envy's pussy, man. Pussy. He was scared wasn't even scared to come. You know he's scared. Where he at?
I didn't know he was supposed to be here.
He wasn't gonna come. He wasn't gonna come because the day they did that People's Court thing and you wasn't there, he was there. Him and the girl, whatever. So he ain't had the nuts to come after he did that. I knew. I was gonna confront him too. I was gonna say, hey man, you got something to say to me? I just want to see what he was gonna say. Cause he seemed like he had something he wanted to say to me.
I don't think it's an issue.
So I'm gonna give him his, I'm gonna give him his face to face because I ain't know me and him had no issue. But I do got an issue with him too. I got an issue with him now. I'm gonna step up to him. Not saying. Just like he stepped to them people were talking about his wife when they came up there. He confronted them.
Venus and Meryl.
So I'm gonna confront him about what him and Angela did. And if he come at me wrong, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. But it's just on him. It ain't gonna be his first time getting slapped.
Yo, what's up, man? Frankie Diamonds TV. Hit that like button if you're watching. So, when I found out Charlamagne and Gucci did an interview, I was like, okay, because Gucci's been talking about how he feels he's been blackballed from Breakfast Club. And truth be told, Breakfast Club, they don't control anything as far as the people that, or the hosts of the show. Power 105 books the guests. They have no control. When Birdman had an issue with Charlamagne didn't want to interview him. He's been on word to say that, but he had no choice because that's what the radio station ordered. And same thing when Deuce and Mero came up there, they had that issue. Envy had an issue with them, rather. Envy had no choice. He had to, he had to do what he had to do. So this thing with Gucci and Angela Yee that goes all the way back to her lip service, Sirius XM radio days, where, off the record, he claims that she said something about she wanted to see if he could touch she had a bottomless pussy and bottomless pit, and she's denying it because she doesn't want to look like a bird. She doesn't want to look like, a thought. Plus, the man is married, so that doesn't look good either. Do I think she said it? Probably so. I don't think Gucci has anything to lie about. I don't think Roger Davis would lie about some shit like that. I don't think Gucci has to lie. But they had a 2013 interview where he was checking her about lip service, and then Envy had said something about, oh, what about that girl you pushed out of a moving car? And Gucci checked him like, yo, man, you really think I'm going to talk about this right now? Is something wrong with you? So Gucci hasn't liked neither one of them from day one, really. I don't think that they're going behind their back. Now, maybe Power 105 feels like for Angela Yee's comfortability, she might not be comfortable with Gucci on the show. Maybe that's why. But normally they don't cater towards who's cool with who. They have to interview whoever they bring up there. If that was the case, Charlamagne would probably have up-and-coming artists from South Carolina coming up there. He has no control. And they all have different platforms outside of the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne has his podcast. Envy has his with his wife. He does real estate seminars. Yee does what she does. They come from 3 different backgrounds. Yee was an intern at Wu-Tang and then was on Sirius XM, still does lip service, just in podcast format. Envy was a DJ, still is, does a different club every night. He's out of town right now, so you won't hear him on the show this week. He does a show on Sirius, and he came up under Clue. Charlamagne came up on the radio. He's from the dirt tracks of South Carolina. So you got 3 people from 3 different backgrounds. Yee she comes from middle class Brooklyn, biracial girl. Envy, his father's a cop. He's from Queens. They all different. But the thing is, a lot of people are like, well, how could Charlamagne do this to his friends? That's the thing. They're not friends. This is business. That was just good journalism. And if it was some bullshit, I would have called it out. That was good journalism. If he would have edited that part out with Gucci talking about it, because that's really what the interview was, the peak of the interview, really. I could care less about the rest of it. Charlamagne's a shock jock. No different than Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless. And anytime there's a moment to go viral, he's going to get in on it. They're not friends. It's similar to the movie Breakfast Club. You had different people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, just in one scenario, they all had to come together. That's the case for Breakfast Club. Because prior to Breakfast Club, they had never even met each other before. Yee and Charlamagne, Envy, they didn't know each other, So that show brought them together. I'm surprised they still got it on and they're still paying them, but, God bless them. But they're not friends. They're no different than you and your coworkers, your colleagues. Y'all get along at work. Y'all professional. Y'all might have a joke here too. Y'all disagree, y'all agree, and then y'all go about y'all ways when you clock out. You're not going to the bar and having happy hour together. That's the kind of scenario they have. I've never seen or heard of Angela Yee and Charlamagne hanging out outside of work. Same thing with Envy. Envy has kids. If one of Envy's kids graduates, I don't think Charlamagne is going to the graduation. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think, Charlamagne's not looking at it like, oh, this is my friend. No, they're not friends. They're business partners. They're co-workers. Now E and Envy seem more friendly. They seem like they're more friendly towards each other. Envy's always had her back. I don't think she's always had his back. But because much shots that she takes at him, but he defended her, and that's why Gucci said he was gonna slap the shit out of him. But this is after the fact. Gucci already didn't like him. So Envy had his response, and he was like, "I'm out of the country. It's not the first time I've been threatened," which isn't, because Envy's been threatened by Star and Buck Wild. Envy done had, working on Hot 97, aka Shot 97. Envy done had plenty of his share of beef and drama. So I don't think Envy's running away from Gucci, but this whole shit is just funny to me, because I'm like, is it really even that serious? Or is Gucci just trying to promote his album? That's how I look at it. So when they do Breakfast Club in the morning, and Yee can't pass this up. She's got to talk about it on her rumor report. It's going to be kind of interesting with Charlamagne sitting next to her, how she's going to take it. I don't think she's going to take it personal, because she know they're not friends. Now, like I say, Envy's not going to be there. I would love to see Gucci come up there, but after him threatening to slap Envy, I think out of respect and just out of pure comfort, I don't think Power 105 is going to allow Gucci to come back up there. They might let him come see Angie Martinez, but I don't think they're gonna let Gucci come up there after that. Gucci pretty much killed the hopes of everyone who wanted to see a Breakfast Club interview, unless they're gonna have mass security like they did when Beanie Siegel was up there. That's another one. Now Envy and Beanie Siegel go way back. Siegel don't like Charlamagne. Clearly, he threatened him on the show and everything. And you didn't see Envy or Yee coming for Charlamagne's defense, so it's the same thing. These people work together. They're not friends. And I know it's hard for you to sometimes, people are disappointed. Look, I was disappointed when I found out Carl Anthony Payne Jr., a.k.a. Cole Brown from Martin. When I found out Cole Brown and Martin didn't get along in real life, I was like, damn, that devastated me, because I love those characters and I love that show. But in real life, they hated each other. But on screen, they had great chemistry and they made it work. That's what professionalism is. And that's what those three people do. They make it look like they cool, but in reality, I'm not saying they dislike each other. You'll never know unless they exploit each other after they part ways. But they're not friends. So this was just good journalism from Charlamagne. And it was a cool interview. I mean, I would recommend watching it, but I only really was watching for that part. I could really care less, but I would check it out. But yeah, this is... Gucci is on a rampage. And like I say, he's clearly promoting Woptober 2, and I reviewed Woptober 2. Woptober 2 is okay. It's nothing special, but, props to Gucci, man. I'm out. Let me know what y'all think.